The market today has been shaken up again. Price crashed down, but Palantir quickly recovered. Analysts are dropping their signals. China's version of AI is making waves. Donald Trump just dropped a massive bombshell. Almost $1 trillion gone in just a day. Wall Street, are you serious? What is happening? And how will all of these make sense? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir just reminded everyone why it's a big deal, bouncing back fast from a price crash earlier today. But here's the catch. It's still not where it used to be. A little while ago, Palantir was sitting pretty at around $80, and now it's hanging in the $75 range. Now, here's the wild part. Palantir's been on an insane winning streak for the past 7 weeks. Green candles week after week, absolutely crushing it. But today, things are looking shaky. A tweet from a popular analyst put it perfectly. Palantir has traded green for 7 consecutive months, its longest winning streak in history. Will it get 8? Today isn't helping. So the big question is, can Palantir pull off an 8th straight win? It's definitely not looking easy right now. But here's the thing. Twitter's buzzing with people calling this a bubble just waiting to pop. One person even summed it up perfectly, saying, Palantir, a bubble looking for a pin. Ouch. The skepticism doesn't stop there. Someone pointed out the company's 50x NTM EVR, basically saying the valuation is sky high and probably unsustainable. They added that this won't end well. On top of that, traders are keeping a close eye on Palantir's lower highs and how far it's stretched beyond the 40-week moving average. The stock is starting to look overcooked, and that could mean trouble if things don't cool off or stabilize soon. With Palantir sitting below its recent highs and this streak hanging in the balance, all of these red flags are feeding the idea that the hype might be running ahead of reality. However, Palantir's strong fundamentals came through, helping it rebound slightly almost immediately. In fact, Wall Street analysts are giving huge bullish signals for Palantir right now. Dan Ives from Wedbush Securities recently shared his excitement about Palantir's future and even raised his 12-month target price to $90 per share, a 14% upside from its current price of around $79. Ives is particularly bullish on Palantir's AI strategy and believes the company could become the next Oracle, a massive software company worth $515 billion. If that's the case, it suggests a whopping 185% upside from Palantir's current market cap of $180 billion. Now, while it's tempting to take Ives's recommendation to heart, it's important to remember that investors shouldn't buy just because he says so. But with his track record, he's ranked among the top 15% of analysts for profit-making price targets. It's clear that Ives has confidence in Palantir's potential. But still, it makes you wonder, why is all of this happening? What's really going on with Palantir? Well, here's the twist. It's not just Palantir feeling the heat right now. Other AI stocks have been taking a beating too. And the reason? As some of you might remember from our last video, China just dropped its own AI model called DeepSeek, and the ripple effects have been massive. The moment DeepSeek was announced, AI stocks in the US started plunging. We're talking almost $1 trillion wiped out of the market, all because of the panic this news created. Here's what's got the tech world so spooked. Last month, the developers of DeepSeek claimed it's on par with models like OpenAI's ChatGPT, a bold statement on its own. But it's not just the competition that's rattling investors. It's the cost. According to reports, DeepSeek was trained for just only $6 million. Compare that to OpenAI, which reportedly spent $5 billion last year alone. Even though the exact figure for DeepSeek is being questioned by some in the industry, anything close to that number is game-changing. Think about it. For DeepSeek, if a near-industry-leading AI can be built without breaking the bank, it flips everything on its head. Companies spending billions suddenly have to question whether their expensive approach is even necessary. And this uncertainty is hitting the AI market hard. For Palantir, a leader in the AI space, this disruption raises questions about future competition and costs. While the company's fundamentals are strong enough to weather the storm for now, it's clear that the entire AI sector is facing a major shakeup, and nobody knows exactly how it'll play out. And here's the kicker. Even former President Donald Trump weighed in on DeepSeek's launch, calling it a wake-up call for US AI companies. This all stems from the massive sell-off in global tech shares after DeepSeek hit the scene, wiping out nearly $1 trillion from US stock markets. Nvidia alone took a staggering hit, losing around $600 billion in market value, the biggest single loss in US market history. It's wild. DeepSeek's claim to fame? Last week, they launched a free AI assistant that uses way less data and costs a fraction of what competitors spend. And just days after it dropped, it overtook ChatGPT in Apple's App Store downloads. That's insane momentum. Trump, in his usual style, said the launch could actually be a good thing, urging U.S. companies to step up their game. He pointed out that if China can figure out a cheaper, faster way to build AI, American companies can, and should, do the same. He even framed it as an opportunity for the U.S. to lead with cost-effective innovation. But it's not just the competition spooking investors. DeepSeek's launch came with drama too. Cyber attacks disrupted their user registrations, and the market's been in full panic mode since. Safe haven assets like government bonds and currencies are up, and banks are rethinking their risk strategies, pulling back on tech exposure. For Palantir, all of this adds another layer of pressure. With the AI sector in chaos and volatility shaking up the market, it's a tough environment to navigate. The company's fundamentals are solid, but the question is, how will it adapt to this new wave of cost-efficient competitors? Now here's the interesting part. While other giants took a beating, Palantir seems to be weathering the storm surprisingly well. In fact, it's not even feeling the heat the same way. CNBC touched on this earlier today, and it kind of puts everything into perspective. While Nvidia tumbled a massive 15%, CNBC had this to say. Alex Karp of Palantir must be laughing today. He's been saying forever that LLMs are the commodity. It's what you build on top of that. And honestly, Karp's point is exactly why Palantir stands out. He's been saying for ages that the real value isn't in the AI models themselves. It's in what you can do with them. Palantir's entire strategy revolves around applications of AI, like solving real-world problems, making decisions smarter, and giving businesses actual tools to operate more efficiently. So while companies heavily tied to AI hardware or base models are scrambling to deal with the fallout from DeepSeek, Palantir's focus on practical, high-level solutions is paying off. It's like they're playing a completely different game, and this moment is proving why their approach might just be the smarter long-term bet. It's still early to say how all of this will play out, but one thing's clear. Palantir is staying in its lane and holding steady, even while the rest of the sector is getting shaken up. That's a flex in itself. Here's another twist. What DeepSeek is hyping up right now? Palantir was already ahead of the curve months ago. A tweet from a sharp analyst summed it up. Palantir did it again. DeepSeek makes it clear something that Palantir's management has been saying for months. AI models are set to become commodities. The real value is in the application and workflow layer, helping organizations orchestrate KLLMS to deliver output. Ontology's security ensures LLMs only see what they're allowed to see. The value isn't in the models. It's in the intersection of your business logic, ethics, and LLMs. Alex Karp has been hammering this point home for ages. Back in April, he said, AI models are like hydrocarbons in the ground. Without processing, like our Ontology and Foundry, they're worthless to your business. And he doubled down in September. All the value in the market is going to Ontology and chips. It's the Ontology that refines the LLMs and aligns them with your enterprise's logic. What's wild is how accurate Palantir's vision has been. With AI models evolving and costs dropping fast, the industry is finally realizing what Palantir's been saying all along. The real game changer is how you integrate and apply those models. It's about workflows, security, and turning raw AI into something that delivers results. So while DeepSeek might be shaking up the idea of how AI gets built, it's also reinforcing Palantir's core message. The gold mine isn't in the models, it's in how you use them. And with Palantir leading the charge in this space, you've got to wonder, can they really see the future? And here's the ironic part. DeepSeek's big splash could actually end up helping Palantir in the long run. How? Because it's making the world realize just how important it is to have the right tools to manage and apply AI effectively. And guess who's already a master at that? Palantir. With all this chaos and attention on AI, Palantir's unique position, strong fundamentals, and deep connections to the government are setting it up for an even brighter future. And the timing couldn't be better. Donald Trump just announced he's ready to sign an executive order to kick off the development of an Iron Dome missile defense system for America. A massive project that could align perfectly with Palantir's expertise in defense tech and AI-driven solutions. So while the market might be shaky right now, Everything seems to be pointing toward Palantir coming out stronger on the other side. Between their vision, their tools, and their partnerships, it feels like this is just the beginning of something even bigger for them. Looking ahead, one thing's crystal clear. Palantir's tech, especially its ontologies, will continue to be a game changer in the long run. As one analyst pointed out in a tweet, while AI tools might eventually become commoditized, ontologies, the specific frameworks that organize and structure knowledge, will stay unique, indispensable, and resistant to commoditization. That's a huge deal. While the AI models themselves might become more affordable and accessible over time, the real value lies in how you organize and apply that data in the context of real-world problems. That's where Palantir's ontologies come in. They aren't just about crunching data. They're about structuring it in a way that's tailor-made for specific industries, businesses, and even governments. This gives Palantir a huge advantage. As AI continues to evolve, companies are going to need solutions that not only handle data, but also make sense of it within their unique frameworks. And that's exactly where Palantir's strength lies. While others might be racing to build cheaper, faster AI models, Palantir is doubling down on making sure its tech is essential and one of a kind. This puts the company in a strong position for the future, especially as AI continues to mature and companies start looking for more specialized solutions. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get
Shibarium burn. That's the phrase for today. Finally, we're witnessing the culmination of hard work, not just from Shiba Inu developers, but also other entities. Shiba Inu's supply is massive, and action is needed now before it's too late. We simply need more projects to move to Shibarium. And spoiler alert, I might have found that one project with the potential to attract a massive audience. The purpose of this project is nothing short of phenomenal. But what on earth am I talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. At this point, I think we all know what Shibarium is and its purpose. But while many of us are familiar with the concept of Shibarium and its role to help us migrate from ridiculously expensive fees on the Ethereum network, there's a deeper layer to this revolutionary development that deserves our attention. Beyond just a solution to high fees, Shibarium holds the key to addressing a significant challenge for Shiba Inu, the giant Shibarium. We're all chanting for Shiba Inu to hit 1 penny or more. But what about the burning part of the equation? The Shiba Inu dev team during these years has been pulling out all the stops to shrink that colossal 500 trillion supply. But most attempts have been a bit like trying to catch smoke with your hands. Not too successful. But Shibarium actually intended to be the final attempt to change it all. For the newcomers, the dev team promised to allocate 70% of gas to the Shiba Inu dev team. And while Shibarium was launched over 6 months ago, the team found out that Shiba Inu ecosystem alone simply can't pull enough transactions to finally start burning trillions tokens. I mean, they already did a $400,000 burn back in December, but it didn't impact the price much. So, just recently, the Shiba Inu dev team came up with a genius idea. The Inu dev team came up with a plan to onboard other projects onto Shibarium, aiming to supercharge transaction volumes and bring about a significant shift. Think of Shibarium as the Uber or Airbnb of the crypto world, serving as a facilitator for new projects, a middleman that orchestrates a win-win situation for everyone involved. For project developers, it's a golden opportunity. They can launch their own crypto projects for almost free, thanks to the ridiculously low fees facilitated by Shibarium. Picture this. A level playing field where anyone can dip their toes into building something substantial without breaking the bank. Crypto users, on the other hand, are in for a treat. They can seamlessly transact, invest in projects created by regular individuals, and secure profits, all with fees so low it's practically free. It's a democratization of the crypto space, opening doors for enthusiasts and investors alike. And let's not forget Shibarium itself. Acting as the conduit for these projects, it stands to gain from the increased transaction volume, generating a substantial amount of fees revenue. And let's not forget that 70% of this revenue is committed to being converted into Shiba Inu tokens and promptly burned. This commitment translates into a positive cascade effect within the Shiba Inu community. As Shibarium collects substantial fees revenue, the continuous burning of Shiba Inu tokens becomes a reality. It's a strategic move that not only addresses the challenge of the 500 trillion token supply, but also aligns with the community's demand for Shiba Inu tokens. Shibarium can burn trillions of tokens when fully active. And this is where things get interesting. In a recent revelation by Lucy, a key member of the Shiba Inu development team, the bombshell dropped. They are in the process of onboarding over 1,000 new projects onto Shibarium. Yes, you heard it right. A staggering number that promises to inject a new level of dynamism into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. It sets the stage for an unprecedented surge in transaction volumes, catapulting Shibarium into a realm of influence that could reshape the landscape of the entire Shiba Inu project. Now, as we stand on the cusp of this monumental shift within Shibarium, it's essential to recognize that the early stages are often the most electrifying. Picture this. The first wave of projects onboarded onto Shibarium is poised to experience explosive growth. And you wouldn't want to miss out on that opportunity. In fact, I've stumbled upon a project that's been going on for a long time. It's called the Shibarium Project. It's an exceptionally promising AI project. The development team behind it has not only pledged to bridge to Shibarium very soon, but also possesses the potential to send Shibarium's transaction volumes skyrocketing. But what am I talking about? Well, let me explain. As it was mentioned above, this project brings a massive AI technology. Crypto projects are not new. And yes, that is a trending topic. But here's the problem. All of them are only claiming they'll do something amazing in the future and are not ready to get product before they begin the marketing. It's like a trend. Everyone's talking about it, but no one is actually doing something. But the project you are about to learn isn't just chat. It's already brought something mind-blowing to the table. While others are all about promising, this one's actually delivering. So get ready to meet a project that's not just riding the AI trend, but has already made waves with something seriously impressive.